Okay, let's be real for a second. XR for the sake of XR usually turns out lame. It should be used to add real value and not for the sake of novelty. If you don't have a solid concept, your experience won't catch your audience. This is why in this video I will be breaking down how to find and evaluate concepts for XR. I will walk you through brainstorming techniques to help you find creative ideas, and I will also show you how to evaluate these ideas later on to make sure that they're actually worth exploring further. If you don't know me yet, my name is Anna and I've been working in both UX and XR for several years. At Immersive Insiders, we are closely collaborating with leading XR companies like Meta and enterprise partners who are actively implementing XR in their workflows. Okay, without further ado, let's jump right in. First up, let's talk about why it's essential to identify clear use cases. This way you can align your users' needs with technical feasibility and ensure value for both the user and the business. It helps your team stay on track and prevents wasting efforts by focusing on meaningful and useful features from the start. One brainstorming method I've used in workshops goes like this. Start by coming up with industries and general use cases separately. Note down each one on a post-it. For industries, you might write down things like education, healthcare, retail, or automotive. For use cases, you could write down things like training simulation, data visualization, or design and prototyping. Then mix and match. Take one from each category and see what new idea you can come up with. For example, if you combine automotive and design and prototyping, the result could be testing modifications before physical prototypes are built. This method is great because it forces you to think outside the box by mixing ideas that you wouldn't normally connect. Another brainstorming approach might be focusing on a real specific problem within one industry and then ask, how can XR fix this? First, look for where the current process breaks down or is just plain annoying. What are your users struggling with? Once you've got a problem, explore how XR can offer a solution by making things easier, faster, and more engaging. One example, in retail, customers want to try on products before they buy them, but online shopping makes this impossible. XR is solving this already by offering virtual try-ons through AR. We are letting customers try on clothes or see furniture in their homes before making a purchase. Once you've got some ideas, it's time to figure out which ones you want to explore further. You don't really want to waste time on something that won't work, right? So here are a few things to consider. Number one, is it feasible? Can the current tech support your idea? And are there any software or hardware limitations? Normally, I'd say also have a look at the cost. If it's affordable to make, how much time it would take to develop, but especially during hackathons, you just want to get going. So take this with a grain of salt. Number two, is it user-centered? Next, ask yourself, does my app actually solve a real problem for my users? Your XR experience should always offer something meaningful. Also, how will people actually use it? Think about how easy it will be for someone to figure out all the interactions. Okay, number three, does it fit the market? Is it useful for the industry you're targeting? If you're building a solution for healthcare, for example, your app needs to solve a problem or offer something better than what's already out there. Take the next point with a grain of salt again, because this is also not something that you think about during hackathons. Can your idea grow with the tech and the market? Can it adapt when new devices come out or when more people start using XR? Now, when you're working on an XR use case, keep these things in mind. First off, make sure you're actually solving a real problem. Your XR idea should be practical and offer real value. Don't build the next archery or zombie shooter game out there. There are many. Having said that, I think looking at other apps to get inspiration, to find new ideas, can be super helpful and a good thing. Use XR's unique superpowers. Leverage what XR does best. Immersive environments, spatial interactions, lean into that rather than replicating 2D experiences. Don't use XR just for the sake of it. Avoid creating a use case just to add XR. XR should enhance and not hinder the experience. Also, don't overcomplicate interactions. Simplicity is key. Super complex interactions or features will just frustrate the user and overwhelm them. So keep it simple. Don't build in too many features. Instead of cramming in every possible feature, focus on a few and make them really solid. It's always better to nail the essentials rather than having a bunch of half-baked features that don't work well. Alright, in the next video, I will be talking about why storytelling makes XR so incredibly powerful. XR has the potential to tell stories like no other medium, and if you're not using that, you're only scratching the surface. Also, don't forget to check the link in the description to join our XR Design Challenge. That's it for now. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next one. Bye bye.